Returning to World's Strongest Man for the second year in a row, today we're taking a look at Gabriel Rheaume. So, Gabriel Rheaume really surprised a lot of people last year. His first World's Strongest Man, and he makes it to the final. Shocked a lot of people.
Yeah, and he went into that stone off at a disadvantage. He was in third place in the group, so most people don't win when they're in that position.
No, he's a very good stone lifter, to be fair. He's not someone that's done an awful lot of international competitions, so we'll kind of dive into some of his history in a minute. But one of two Canadians competing at Worlds this year, and, you know, he's made the final already. He's got that experience. Who knows what he's capable of doing?
Who knows?
Gabriel's not one of those athletes that, like, would be on my radar that you're thinking, yeah, he's definitely going to get to the final. But he's decent, you know, and he's young and improving quickly. So I'm interested to see what information you've got for us.
Here we go then. So first off, Gabriel Rheaume's first ever international competition was a pretty big one. It was the Shaw Classic 2021, which he was invited to after winning Canada's Strongest Man that year.
And as we just mentioned, last year was his first World's Strongest Man, where he was in the stone off, but beat Kevin Ferris to make the final.
And at 26 years old, Gabriel is one of the youngest and least experienced athletes in this lineup, having only competed in 4 international competitions so far. But like you said, these newer guys, they can improve so quickly, can't they?
They can. It's not always the case, but as a younger athlete, you do have the ability to progress a little bit faster than, say, some of us older boys. So as we're doing with all the athletes, let's take a look at the events for the heats and see how realistically we think Gabriel can kind of stack up on these particular challenges that they're going to have. So based off the facts, when we talk about loading races, which is what the first event in the heats is going to be, he's not done that well.
No, historically it's not been an incredible event for him. Obviously we don't have a ton of data, but we know he's done it twice at Canada's Strongest Man, coming, I think it was 6th and 7th. And last year in the heats, he came 5th in his group. So even though he made the final, it wasn't a strong start for him.
Now, some of that could have been first time nerves being at World's Strongest Man as well. And loading is one of those events that it's possible to make quicker progress on. It's one of those events, you just got to train it.
Yeah.
And it's a very easy event to make mistakes on as well. If you can bring that conditioning up, work on speed, it is an event that you can see big progress on. You'll hear me talk about some events that take much longer to progress at, but a loading event you can improve quickly. So event number 2 is the barrel deadlift. Now, he did very well at the deadlift in the heats last year, but I do think for Gabriel it's going to come down to who's in his group. He's not one of the best deadlifters out there. There's a lot of very strong deadlifters right now in the sport, so he's going to need a bit of luck, I think, against who's he got, and he's going to need to be fast. Really focus on doing a certain amount as quick as possible, rather than being one of these athletes that believes they're going to be able to bang them all out.
And it's a very similar story with the log lift. He is a decent log lifter. He's done a max of 181 in competition, but it depends on who you get. I mean, he placed 3rd in it last year, but if you end up with Luke Stoltman, Bobby Thompson, etc. in your group...
Not even that, you know, 180 is a solid log lift, but most guys at World's Strongest Man are 180 log lifters. So it's going to come down to who's in the group, who is sharp on the day, who can be quick again. Log ladders... You'll often find athletes do the same amount of reps. It's about that transition between the implements and being quick. So Conan Circle is next. Now, I can't remember seeing him do any of these. Did you manage to find anything in terms of the history?
No, never seen him do a Conan's. And I looked for other things that I guess are comparable, like a shield carry or something, some sort of carry for distance. And I can't find anything. So he may be absolutely brilliant. He may not.
Interesting. It's always interesting when you haven't got that result, those results to go off. You know, we'll wait and see, but hopefully it's going to be a good one for him. So kettlebell throw, although we don't have the kettlebell at the Shaw Classic, they do have the sandbag throw over the bar at the Shaw Classic. And from memory, it's not been the best event for him.
Unfortunately, no. He's done it twice and he's been 14th and 16th on this event.
Which takes us to the stone off, which he's actually a very good stone lifter.
Yeah, so if he can get into that stone off position again like last year, again, it depends on who you're up against, he's got a chance.
Yeah, for me, I think that's what he's got to be thinking of, trying to get into the stone off, and who knows then, you've got a chance to make the final. I don't see Gabriel as a cert to make the final, if I'm honest, this year. The events, I think, are a little bit worse this year for him. He may well have made some big progress, but we've not been able to see that because he's not really competed much over the last year. So it's really an unknown right now with Gabriel, but Canadians, always strong. They always come to Worlds and mean business. And he made the final on his first ever appearance. So I'm not going to say it's not possible. But for me this year, I don't think Gabriel Rheaume will make the final. Sorry, I feel so apologetic, but yeah. I feel like a mean bully. But I have to kind of go with my gut instinct. And as always, guys, let us know your thoughts. We love to hear what you think about all these athletes. I like seeing the up-and-coming new guys, and I love to be proven wrong. So let us know your thoughts. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Stay strong.